my first video went viral, and it was a Whole Foods video, the TTLA sandwich. And Whole
Yes.
Foods had reached
Of course,
out,
yep.
and they wanted to partner with me.
Yeah.
So I had reached out to my agent and manager
what
at
we
the
do with
time,
this?
and they were like, "Oh, this is just kind of like, you know, like 15 seconds of fame type of thing. Like
Yeah.
it's just we don't
Little
really
did they
do
know.
anything with that." And I was like, "No, I feel like it's something, and I don't want to like miss out on this opportunity." And so I was like, "Well, maybe the journey I'm about to go on, y'all can't go with me on this journey." Like, because they also, to their defense, they didn't understand social media at that time.
Right.
There was no department for social media back then, right?
Yeah.
What is your dream? Like, what's the thing that won't let you rest? And I talked about this recently because people sometimes they get confused by a dream versus a goal. Goals are things that we create. Dreams are deposited inside of us.
Let's go.
We don't make them up. They live there. That's why we can't rest, because they're constantly nagging us. A goal, you can be like, I ain't make that goal, or I did it, Chet. But the dream won't let you rest. Even when you manifest it and it comes, it still is persistent. There's more to do until we are getting, called home. The dream is just, it lives inside of us.
Yes.
It's born inside of us. So I always say, do one small thing every day towards your dream. Even if you're stuck in the 9-to-5 job or in a relationship that, or business, whatever the case is, that makes you feel like, oh, I don't have time to do something towards me, right? Which we all are worthy of doing something toward ourselves every day.
Yes.
Do one small thing, whether it's reading something that can help open up, an idea in your mind to help you get closer to your dream. Whether it's watching a movie or a TV show or listening to a podcast that can help inspire or open up something in your mind.
But if your why means something to you, if it's strong enough, then you'll stick with it.
Right.
And then you'll be like, okay, let me figure it out, right? And so for me, like I said, it was life or death. So I started having fun with it. I tried to make it fun for myself. So I didn't feel like I was missing anything. Rather, I was giving myself something new.
Gotcha.
And it's fun still. It's who I am, right? I always share openly my love of God, but I'm also very open about my dislike of religion. I feel that religion causes separation. My mother was a pastor later in her life, and she told me, she said, listen, don't ever get caught up in religion, get caught up in your relationship with God. And that is what I talk about all the time. People know who I am when I walk in the door. If you book me, you already know me. And I don't come to judge. I come in love. I think that my love of God is very known, so I don't have to walk in the room and talk about it, right? But if the opportunity presents itself, you know where I'm rooted. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't shy away from it if somebody want to have a conversation.
If you can come up with the idea and you can write it down and, it's great, you can kind of come back to it, but you can also kind of forget about it a little bit. That's you thinking. But if he's giving it to you, it's not going to let you rest. It's going to keep on nagging. And also signs will come to confirm it. And like I said before, he ain't complicated. It's a little bit easier sometimes. Sometimes there's roadblocks, because now there are roadblocks sometimes, but if we read the sign on the roadblock, it may not be a roadblock. It may just be, okay, there's a little bump here, but read the sign. You can still go this way. It's just going to be a little bit harder. Reward will be greater later. But we just got to make sure we know which way we're going.
Wow.
And so I've done that many times, but every time I've went against that thing, I get burned every time.
Really?
Oh, every time. Something doesn't work out. It just doesn't. I remember, and this happened recently, I had an opportunity to go in business with somebody to do a restaurant. And absolutely love my business partner. His name is Neiman. Love him. He has a restaurant in Chicago that I fell in love with, Kel my name. And so he was like, I want to open one in LA. I was like, I'll be your business partner. I ain't never did restaurant business. I did food, but I ain't never did restaurant business. Like, I didn't know all this stuff, right? But I was like, I know I can get people to come, type of thing. And so I invested and did it. A lot of things happened with this building. A lot of things happened that we couldn't keep the business open.
Really?
Right? And so while we were in the process of, before we ever opened, I kept coming in. I was like, I don't know, I got a feeling. Maybe this is not the right location. And he kept saying, oh, no, I know it is. And he had his reasons. He had his own reasons. And so I said, okay, we'll go with it. And my prayer was, God, if it's not meant to be, don't let it last.
Ended quick.
And baby, it ended quick. It was grand opening, grand closing.
Wow.
That's how it felt. Yeah. But I had so much peace with it because I knew.
Good.
I still believe in people. We don't have to have the same belief for me to love you, right? For me to see you.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to have the same belief. Or for us to work together, right? And what you do at home, honey, that's your business, right? But this is who I am, and I ain't gonna change. When I think of things, I feel like if I think of it more than twice in a day, God want me to do something with it, right? So I'll write it down. But then there's things that I do that are normal, right? It makes sense for me. I travel all the time, and people are always looking at my bags that I travel with.
Right.
So I was like, wow, I'm promoting other people's stuff. I should have my own. I travel all the time. I should have my own travel bag.
Yeah.
It's a normal thing
fits
for me.
into
Like, it
your
fits
world.
into my life. So I don't have to advertise. I don't have to push it. I can just simply be like, oh, yeah, it's my bag. Because it's what I use every day, just like how I cook.
I never really had to change who I was. You know, working in like corporate America, working in jobs. I worked in call centers and I worked at staffing agencies and contract manufacturing. I did shipping logistics. I did all these jobs, but I was always like conforming, and I would code switch and change my voice because most time I'm the only black or only black woman. I was just told I sounded ignorant or too country, so I was trying to like speak better or mask my accent, especially even when I got into acting in LA, I was told that. And so I realized that I never had to do that, right? This tab works.
Whole Foods, I worked with them up until maybe like 2 years ago.
Wow.
Right. So it's a different situation, but also they could not offer me the things that Target offered me. Right. There's no clothing in
Right.
there,
It's different
so
verticals.
it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But also Whole Foods, they had their role in my journey. You know, that was their role.
Yeah, we're not lifelong partners.
Listen, you got to know your season.
That's a fact. Everybody's not A to Z.
And listen, you know, it was a great season, and I will forever love them. And who knows, I could always go back to them.
Yeah.
I also, you know, we have products inside of Whole Foods. You know, I have products everywhere. You know, I got products in Walmart, even though I partner with Target. You know, I got them in every grocery store, even though I partner with Target.
Yeah.
You know, my season ain't just at Target. Donna's recipe ain't just gonna be at Ulta. You know, so there's a way you do business. There's a way that Tabitha Brown can show up. Then there's a way that my businesses and brands can show up, right? So you can't lock my brand in a deal.
I learned so many other things. Like I worked for a contract manufacturing company for like skincare and all these different products. And so I saw how it was manufactured. I saw how it was distributed. I saw how it was created, like all these different things, how to do testing. And it's all the things that I do now for my own business with Donna's Recipe, right? And I remember thinking when I used to be there, like, Lord, why you got me at this job? I feel so stuck. I want to be able to leave here so I can act full time. And God was he was like creating a journey for me so that I could look back and be like, oh, I know how to do this. I can create my own business and do this because I learned how to do this. You know, that was my school.
Exactly.
Right? Because I was there for almost 5 years. So I learned a lot there. So yeah, that's one thing. And, you know, but the conforming is really the biggest lesson I've ever learned in my life, to like know that I don't have to do that no more. Majority of the time, I'm right here. Hello there. I'm listening right here. You mess with my family or my money and time, it's a different tab.
So it just depends. Like, I'm always looking at investing. And so my business manager has hooked me up with financial advisors to look at stocks, because that's not something I'm like, oh, I didn't grow up knowing about stocks.
Yeah.
And I grew up in North Carolina, child. Stocks, what's that?
Yeah.
And so with real estate, with stocks, you know, the money market, all that stuff, I had to have people who understood that, because I didn't want my money to just sit in the bank and not make, you know, no money.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Absolutely.
We got to say it again. Do not just have wads of cash just
Sitting,
sitting.
doing
You're losing
nothing.
money because of inflation.
Absolutely.
It's another episode for another day.
You can even do a T-bill if you don't want it to do nothing. Just
That's right.
I think it's about 5% right now.
A CD.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Or treasury bill.
Yep. Treasury bill. Yes. I'm like, we got to get,
Absolutely.
come on, y'all. Let's get it.
Yeah. So I have that. And then my business manager, anytime I want to like start a new business or if I have an idea, I run it by her. We look at the numbers. We look at everything. And, you know, that's how
So
it
is
goes.
she like a CFO-ish type role, or what does a business manager mean to you?
So for me, a business manager, like she is kind of CFO when it comes to finances, but also she wears many hats.
Yeah.
And she's under an umbrella at a large firm.
Okay.
Right? And so she can help me with money management.
Yeah.
She can also connect me. She's a connector.
I see.
So if I say I have an idea and I want to do a sneaker line, she'll be like, okay, let me set a meeting for you with, you know.
She's like a quarterback.
Adidas. Yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely.
If you want more tips and advice on how to grow your money and how to become a genius for your own finances, you're going to want to make sure that you check out this next video. I hope this one has been enjoyable for you guys. And if so, make sure that you hit the like and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell for notifications so you never miss another Get Money episode. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.